Welcome to the Daily Easy English Talk. Today we explore one of Latin America's most haunting and tragic legends, La Llorona, the Weeping Woman. A ghostly figure said to wander near rivers and lakes, crying for her lost children. Some say she's a warning from the past. Others believe she still roams the night, searching for souls to replace her own. So, who was La Llorona? A real woman? A spirit? Or something in between? Let's find out. Chapter 1. The Tragic Legend. The story begins hundreds of years ago, during the time of the Spanish conquest of Mexico. A young indigenous woman named Maria lived in a small village. She was known for her beauty, her grace, and her kind heart. Many men admired her, but one day a handsome Spanish nobleman rode into town, and her life changed forever. He was rich, powerful, and charming. Maria fell deeply in love, and soon they had 2 children together. For a while they were happy, a perfect family. But as time passed, the man's attention began to fade. He returned to the city, to the company of wealthy Spanish women. Maria waited for him, day after day, until one afternoon she saw him riding through town again, but this time with a beautiful young lady by his side. When she tried to speak to him, he ignored her. He only smiled at his new companion and rode away. Heartbroken and filled with rage, Maria lost control. In a fit of grief, she took her children to the river, and in that moment of despair, she threw them into the water. The current carried them away. When she realized what she had done, she screamed, "Mis hijos! Mis hijos! My children! My children!" She ran along the riverbank, trying to save them, but it was too late. In her guilt and sorrow, Maria collapsed and drowned. When the townspeople found her body, they buried her near the river. But soon after, villagers began to hear cries in the night, soft at first, then louder and closer. "Mis hijos, ¿dónde están mis hijos? My children, where are my children?" They say her spirit rose again, doomed to wander the earth forever, searching for her lost children. Chapter 2. A Ghost Across Generations. The story of La Llorona spread quickly, from Mexico to Central and South America, and even to the American Southwest. Each region tells the story a little differently. In Guatemala, she's said to appear near lakes. In Colombia, she drifts through foggy forests. In New Mexico, she walks beside rivers, her white dress glowing in the moonlight. Children are often warned, "Don't go out at night, don't play near the water. La Llorona might be waiting for you." For many Latin American families, this legend was more than a bedtime story. It was a way to teach respect, obedience, and fear of danger. A story that helped protect children from wandering too far from home. Chapter 3. Historical Roots. But could there be some truth behind the myth? Historians and anthropologists think so. Some trace La Llorona back to Aztec mythology, specifically to the goddess Cihuacoatl, who was said to walk through the city crying for her children, warning the Aztecs of tragedy before the Spanish arrived. When the Spanish conquerors came, they blended indigenous beliefs with Catholic stories. Maria's tale became a symbol, a warning against sin, passion, and disobedience. In this way, La Llorona became both a ghost and a moral lesson. Her story changed with time, but her cry, "Mis hijos, remain the same. Chapter 4. Eyewitness Accounts. Even today, people claim to have seen La Llorona. In 1930, in Santa Fe, New Mexico, 2 children said they saw a tall woman in white floating near the river. She disappeared when they called out to her. In 1986, a man in Texas reported seeing a woman crying near a canal late at night. When he approached her, she vanished into the mist. Police dismissed the case, but locals said it was La Llorona. She never left. Some paranormal investigators believe she's a residual spirit, a tragic energy replaying her pain over and over again. Others think she's a vengeful ghost, one who takes the souls of those who resemble her lost children. But skeptics say it's just imagination, fueled by fear and folklore. A shadow, a sound, a reflection in the water, and suddenly La Llorona is there. Chapter 5. Symbolism and Psychology. Why does this story survive through centuries? Because La Llorona is more than a ghost. She represents guilt, loss, and the pain of motherhood. In psychology, she's sometimes seen as a symbol of collective trauma, a spirit that embodies the sadness of colonization, betrayal, and family separation. To many women in Latin America, she is also a reflection of how society has judged mothers, praised when they sacrifice, condemned when they fail. Her legend echoes with questions. How far can love push someone toward madness? Can guilt keep a soul trapped forever? Chapter 6. Pop Culture and Modern Influence. Over the years, La Llorona has appeared in films, books, and songs. From old Mexican cinema to Hollywood's The Curse of La Llorona, 2019. Her image, a woman in white, crying by the water, has become a universal ghostly icon. In music, she appears in traditional songs like La Llorona, a haunting melody sung at festivals and funerals. In art, she's painted with flowing hair, eyes of sorrow, and tears like rivers. Even today, people visit rivers at night, hoping or fearing to hear her cry. Chapter 7. The legend lives on. In many small towns across Mexico and the U.S., you'll find people who swear they've heard her voice. A taxi driver who saw a woman by the roadside, a fisherman who heard cries from the water, a family who woke up to wet footprints in their home. No matter where the story is told, one detail is always the same. La Llorona is still searching. Her cries echo through generations, a voice that refuses to be silenced. So, next time you walk by a river at night and you hear the wind whispering your name, listen closely. Because maybe, just maybe, it's La Llorona, still looking for her children. Thank you for joining the Daily Easy English Talk. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And remember, sometimes the scariest stories are the ones that never end.